Hello, I am Caren Rideau of Kitchen Design Group, the founder of Kitchen Design Group, and I've had my firm for over 3 decades, specializing in kitchens and baths. I do interior design, but cabinetry, which kitchen design, bathroom design, residential design combined in one package. Well, when I was in school and finishing up my last semester, everybody was trying to decide, what should I do? What should I do? And I was just so infatuated with kitchen design. I remember just every magazine I opened, I was just loved kitchens. And so as soon as I got out of school, I said, I'm going to do kitchen design. I went to a firm that did cabinetry and kitchen design, and I became their apprentice for a year. And from there on, I have been specializing in kitchens and bathrooms. And it is a really big specialty because there's so much to know. There's a lot to know about appliances and cabinetry, and I still, 30 years later, love what I do. There's a lot of technicality to kitchens and bathrooms. Kitchens more so because we're dealing with laying out cabinetry, and we really need to be within a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch requirements for appliances, for cutouts, for cabinetry, molding reveals. And then relative to bathrooms, you're working with typically a smaller space, and we're trying to get so much into that small space, and also understanding the allowances of how much room you need to move around a bathroom. We're still having problems getting appliances, and they basically have a year. It's a year turnaround. So what we're doing is we're still moving forward with the kitchens as long as we can get everything else, and then we might be missing a refrigerator or and basically people are either using their old appliance until the new one comes in, or we're kind of circulating warehouse. In our warehouse, we have 4 extra appliances, so we can kind of lend them out, and then when the new one comes in, we just change them out. Sometimes people remodel because their appliances are all breaking down, so they may not have a refrigerator or a range that they can maintain and reuse. So we've and then we also live in Southern California, where people remodel because they want to change the cabinet color, but everything is still okay, but they want the newer product. So we have been recycling those nicer appliances and reusing them for people that we're waiting on. I love, as you can see in the background, I love to introduce color into cabinetry. We still might do white cabinets or white kitchens, but I love to layer in different woods or different colors, because it really makes the kitchen a little bit more exciting. It creates more personality. So I really believe in the last year or two and moving forward, you see less white kitchens and more color. Or I feel like even next year for 2023, we're going to see kind of a circulation of woods coming back in, which there had been a little bit of a relief on woods in the kitchen. But I think we're going to kind of see that back, and we're also going to see a mixture. Maybe we'll see half paint and half wood. Relative to induction cooking, I feel it's very big in the European countries right now. Where you see a lot of induction. I feel it will not be long before California starts to see the transition from gas to electric. And I think it could be probably earthquake, different things like that are just kind of governing that change, because it's a safer way, just similar to how electric cars are more efficient versus gas. So I do feel like in the next 5 years, you're going to see a lot more electric. And induction is the preferred cooking element when we do electric, because it gets hot instantly, it cools down right away, and it can get pretty powerful as far as heat is concerned. So for a chef or a big cook, induction is a good way to cook. I think people have gotten so used to gas, so we'll see that transition a little bit slower. Yes, I'm a vintner. Pretty much it came through when I fell in love with a winemaker 16 years ago, and we're still together. And he made wine on a commercial basis. And as we started getting together, 2012, I said, you know, we should launch our own label. It is on a smaller level. It's considered a boutique vineyard because we only produce 1,200 cases. But we have a tasting room in Buellton. And because I'm in that business, if I were going into a kitchen, someone would say, oh, I hear you also make wine. And so the wine became a common question that I would get. So when I decided to publish a book, I thought, wow, maybe I should connect the two. And because let's face it, the lifestyles do blend. I do kitchen design, and having a firm, you work a lot. And then when I'm off on weekends, I kind of tend to put the other hat on and life in the vineyard and entertaining. So the book that I just came out with is Caren Rideau, Life as a Vintner, as a Kitchen Designer, and Entertaining at Home. So they do kind of have a common flow. I really wanted to lace these different lifestyles into one because so many people ask me through kitchens about wine and in the wine business about kitchens. So that was really the motivation behind it. I sought out a great publishing company in New York because I had no idea how to publish a book, and it was through their guidance and their artistry that we came up with this. And it's been released for about 3 months, and it's doing really good. I don't think there's a lot out there like it. We have a really nice working studio. I have some great employees that support me in my work. And connected to it will now be a tasting room where you can come and taste wines while you're waiting for your kitchen to be designed. But I also have some, really nice ideas for the space. I want to do a lot of foundation work through there. I want to work with young kids. So I can see different pop-up ideas coming through there, and also a place for people to come taste wines. I do cook naturally a lot of Latin food because I grew up with it in my culture. But I would say I probably cook a lot of Mediterranean. I travel a lot, and I feel through my travels, it's enhanced my design. Well, it's also enhanced my cooking because there are things that you gravitate through travel and you say, oh my gosh, I love that. But when I cook, I like to do something very easy where people can come together and it's not taking me away from my group. So it's stuff that can be pre-prepared, or we can all be together and cook. And I love to pair the wines. We make probably about 12 different varietals in our tasting room. And my favorite wine is what pairs well with the meal that I'm making. Probably the biggest thing is I go to bed early. I love to go to bed early, and shockingly early. I love to be in bed by 8:30 or 9 because I find that as long as I'm wearing these different hats, I need to get my rest at night, and I wake up really refreshed and ready to go, and it works for me.